He had them rocking too. He had the peoples rocking.
That's what he's supposed to do. All right. Are we ready? I want you to tell me your full name and the year you were born.
Oh, got to tell my age.
Okay, lie a little bit.
You want me to tell my full name?
Mm-hmm.
Cora L. Goolsby Collins.
Where were you born?
I was born 8/4/21.
Where at?
Georgia.
What do you remember about growing up in Georgia?
Well, I guess I remember about everything because when I left Georgia, I was 21.
So, did you work in Georgia? What kind of work did you do?
What kind of work did I do? Domestic work.
Like what?
Well, housekeeping, babysitting, picking cotton, and oh, I hate that.
Hold on a second. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. Now, where were you born?
Where?
Uh-huh.
Agateville.
Now, I guess just say that. I was born in Agateville, Georgia. Say
Want me to say it like that? I was born in Agateville, Georgia.
Okay. What do you remember about Georgia? I mean, you were 21, you said, and what kind of work did you do?
What kind of work did I do? I picked cotton, chopped cotton, worked private homes.
What was it like picking cotton?
What was it like picking cotton? Ooh, I hate it. I wouldn't even wear cotton clothes.
You got a cotton shirt on today, so
Yes.
you must have got over it.
Yeah, I finally got over it.
I'm going to ask you some questions about Papa, since my granddad. What do you remember about him being a big brother?
When he got married to Marie.
Okay. What was your impression when he got married to Marie?
What was what?
What was your impression when he got married to Mama?
Well, there was no impression. You know, I just know he was a big brother.
And did you look at Marie as a big sister?
Yeah, I guess so. That's what you could call it.
You moved up here in you were 21?
When I come to, I moved here in 42, I think, yeah.
What brought you up here?
Papa, he was here already,
Yeah.
and I followed him.
And where did you stay when you moved up here?
Probably
Where did you stay when you moved up here?
with Papa.
Okay, gotta say, when I moved up here.
When I moved up here, I lived with Papa.
And did you start to work right away?
No, I didn't start to work for maybe a year.
And after a year, where did you meet Collins?
Oh, I met him in Georgia. We was married in Georgia.
What was his full name? What was his full name?
Jesse Collins.
You were married to him when you come in. Wow, he was in
Dude.
Is that messing up?
Okay, when you came up from Georgia, now you obviously grew up like in a small southern town. What was your first impression when you came to Columbus?
Where was my first what?
Impression when you came up from
Georgia, when I come. Ooh, it was just cold, a lot of snow and what have you, you know.
Tell me what you know. What do you remember about your father?
By my father, everything.
Tell me some of the things you remember. Like,
Some of the things I remember.
what were some of the things he would do with you? Like, did he teach you anything?
Did he teach me anything? Well, yes and no. Yes, I would say yes. He taught me how to be independent.
Good. And what were some of the lessons you learned from your mother?
From my mom?
Yeah, from your mom.
Well, some of the lessons I learned from Mom was to be neat, clean, tell the truth, because I told a lie one time and she almost killed me. And today I can't stand a liar.
Did she whoop you? What did she whoop you with?
Oof, with I guess a dogwood switch.
How would she use a dog? What would she do?
Well, you would cut them off a tree. You know, they're long limbed and wouldn't break. They would bend. And I never will forget it. The longest day I live, and to this day, I can't stand a liar.
Now, when you came to Columbus, what street did you move to?
Well, we moved over on Michigan Avenue.
What was that called? The area of town.
Yeah, Flytown.
And I noticed you still live in Flytown.
Yes, yes. Moved right back almost to the same spot I was living at.
I think we lived in the same spot.
Up on Pennsylvania.
Avenue, right?
Yeah, this is Pennsylvania here
That's
now.
what I mean, 888 Pennsylvania. This is
Yeah.
888.
Thurber Drive. Uh-huh.
So you can never leave Flytown, huh?
Well, yes, I was gone from, I left Flytown about 10 or 12 years because it was a slum area and they rebuilt it and they built the area for low-income peoples. And I made 50 cents too much, so I couldn't move to Windsor Terrace. So I went on 11th Avenue.
What kind of work did you wind up doing?
Food service supervisor in OSU at OSU Hospital.
Now you have one daughter. What's her name?
Thelma
Better known as
Peaches.
Hey, are you nervous?
Am I acting?
You look a little nervous. You act a little nervous.
Oh,
Okay, where were you on the night of October the 15th, 1953? No, I'm kidding. Now, wait. Rumor has it that, you gave one of your nephews a distinct name. Now, who would that be?
trying to think which one it was. I gave you the name, Tyrone.
That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, it was you, Tyrone. I begged Leonie to name you Tyrone. Because at that time, Tyrone Power was a powerful movie actor. He was good looking and you was good looking.
Oh, my goodness. Anything you want to say about what you remember about Pawpaw, either childhood? What was some of the best things you remember about Pawpaw?
Pawpaw was just a good boy. He was just good. He would give you his heart. And he loved the family reunion. He loved a family reunion. And he wanted all his kids there, whether they brought a hot dog or not. He was going to see to them having something to eat.
Yeah, he was a good grandfather. No joke.
That was Papa. He was going to see to them having plenty to eat if it took his last penny.
Okay. Well, anything else you want to add?
Well, my mom was good too, They all loved their children so much.
Yeah, it was a tight, close-knit family, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think that's about it. Unless you think of any questions?
I thought you might tell how many years you worked.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me about that. Tell me about working at OSU.
Well, working at OSU paid off for me because I was one of the employees slipped through the cracks. And you know what I mean when I say slip through the crack. You have to have a certain qualification to hold certain jobs. And I was a food production manager 3, and that job calls for a college degree, but I didn't have it. And I worked there 47 years, and it pays off beautiful.
So you're retired now. You enjoying retirement?
Yes. You said what?
You enjoying it?
Yes, I'm enjoying my retirement.
You do anything special for retirement?
No.
And then you grew up with Papa. You said he was a big brother. How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I'm fixing to go.
Yeah. You want to get some water? You can go ahead and get some water. Let me ask you about Georgia a little bit. How did you get up from Georgia? How did you travel when you came from Georgia?
Bus.
I took the bus from Georgia. Say that.
Okay, I took the bus from Georgia.
I took the bus from Georgia to Columbus.
I took the bus from Georgia to Columbus.
What year was that?
1942.
Were you scared leaving Georgia?
No, I was glad. I didn't want to see any more cotton.
You didn't like that. You didn't like bending over picking cotton, did you?
No, I didn't. I didn't like the South period. It was hot down there, and every spring, you know, how the birds be chirping, and I always wished I could jump on one back and let him fly me someplace. I didn't like Georgia.
But you go back now every now and then.
Yeah, and I like it. Yes, I like it now.
Tell me some more about Giles. I mean,
My daddy,
your daddy. I mean, what kind of person was he?
he was a good man, and he didn't cater to anyone or anybody.
Personality-wise, was he a joker? Was he funny?
No, he didn't joke. He didn't joke. My dad was a 33rd degree Mason, and you know they don't play around.
Do you remember anything about your grandfather on the Goolsby-side?
Not too much.
What's his name?
Bill Rooks.
That's your mother's grandfather.
That's my
mother's
mother.
father. Do you remember any Goolsby?
No.
You don't remember. So Giles is where it stopped.
Yeah, well, then later years, it had been about 10 or 12 years, I met Dad's niece, Trudy Davis. She lived in Atlanta, and there was Henry Goolsby. That's my dad's brother's son, but I don't know too much about his peoples at all.
So you remember mostly the Brooks side of the family?
Yeah.
You have a question? All right, and finally, since this is such a big family, you're a part of a huge family, what do you think of the state of the family as it is today?
What I think of it, the state.
The state of the family. How do you think the family, are we as tight as we were when Papa was together, or
No, we're not. Bad to say, but we're not.
and what should we do about that?
Well, maybe start focusing on the thing that he liked, it, you know, instead of thinking about self so much.
All right, I think that's about it.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Okay.
a seat right there.
Oof. Okay.
Oh, good. Well, that look really good. Hold on a second. Let me make sure everything is all right, lined up. You look sharp.
You put my earring on?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay.
You feel better?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, let me see. I want to see those eyes of yours. Hold on a second. There we go. All right. Tell me your name, where you were born, and how old you are.
Lurlena, Goolsby. I was born in Monticello, Georgia, 1924, June 25th.
You and I share that same birthday.
Yeah, me and my nephew were taking my picture right now, share that same birthday. But he's much older than I am.
And better looking too.
Yeah, better looking too.
Oh, I don't know where to start. Now this is a documentary about Papa, the Goolsby family,
Yeah,
Couch family, all mixed into one.
okay.
All right. Now, where were you born?
Same place. I said Monticello because I don't, Monticello, Georgia.
Yeah. Do you remember much about being down there?
No, I don't remember anything. Just very little.
When did you move to Columbus?
42.
What made you come up here?
Come up here to babysit for my brother, Aaron.
Why is that? Too many kids?
They had to work, and nobody take care of the kids.
Did you find a change from being in Georgia to Ohio? What was the difference?
Well, I was used to being around my mother and father, and I was homesick for quite a while, but I finally got adjusted to it.
Tell me about your father. What do you remember most about him?
I remember he was a good father, and he was a caring father, and he always wanted to protect his children.
How would he do that?
Well, just like a whole lot of other kids would, be a problem and get into different things.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't let us associate with those kind of people.
Now, I heard now, what religion were you brought up on?
Baptist.
Baptist, but was he
My mom and dad was Methodist. And where we were, it was just only a Baptist church. And so they joined the Baptist church.
Tell me, I know I asked Aunt Cora this, but I want to hear from you.
Okay.
How many, tell me the names of your brothers and sisters, from the oldest to the youngest.
Okay. Legion.
What do you know about Lillian? Tell me about Lillian.
Well, Legion got married and left home. I didn't know Legion until she was back home with her oldest son, Joe. And that's when I come to know Legion. I guess I was about 3 or 4.
Okay, tell me now 3 or 4. So she was much older than you.
Yeah.
So she's like old enough almost to be your mama or something.
She was. Oh, I got Legion was old enough to be my parents. Letty was old enough to be my parents.
Is she the next one in line?
Yeah, Letty.
Tell me about Letty.
Well, Letty, she's a lovely sister, and she always wanted us to look pretty. She always kept our hair done and in style. She wanted us to look the best. She was a kind of mommy, too.
Okay, who's the next one?
Rosie.
Tell me about Rosie.
Okay, Rosie was a wonderful sister, and she would give us the best advice. She always wanted us to be up to date with everything. And she kind of kept us in line. Also, she was a school teacher, and she taught us some school at home, because we live way out in the country. Before we even started the school, I guess I was around 4 or 5.
Okay, now who's the next one?
Aaron.
Okay, now, what do you remember about Aaron growing up?
Oh boy, he loved me to death. He kind of watched over us, you know, and he just taken me on his arm and watched over me. It seemed like he didn't want no harm to come to me and everything. And he always want me to go and stay with him and Marie, and I did that. And anything I want, he was trying to provide it for me, and give me good advice also. And if I feel like I was afraid, he was the one to try to watch over me, you know, and kind of take care of me.
Right, so.
And make sure that I was all right. Really, all my sisters and brothers, they kind of catered to me. So my baby sister said one day, she said, "Girl, you act like you the baby." I'm the baby. I said, "I was the baby first. Didn't nobody tell you to come here?" So, and Marie, her and Buddy, I used to stay with them all the time, Tyrone.
Now, how do you get the name Buddy?
When I know him, he was Buddy. So I think, let's see, I kind of recall that some of Mom's sisters or brothers, not brothers, sisters started calling him. They call him Little Buddy. When I know the thing, they call him Little Buddy. And I think that's where it come from, the root side. One of Mom's sisters started calling him Little Buddy.
So he was like your big brother.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You said he protected you, like, did you get in trouble? Like,
Yeah, and he would take me and run with me, keep my mom from spanking me. Mm-hmm. That's the reason why I like to hang around, because I stayed in something, and I was kind of the type of person, I would go in my sister's them makeup and stuff. And Tyrone, when I get through in there, something gonna be tore up, and he would protect me from getting a whooping behind that. Mm-hmm.
Did he save you from getting into fights with other kids out in the neighborhood, like when you was going to school?
Uh-uh.
You didn't get into trouble like that?
Yeah, but with me and Cora. Uh-huh. He always protect me at home, keep me from getting spanking from my parents. Mm-hmm.
Now, when your parents spank you, which one spanked you the worst?
My mother.
Why is that?
I don't know. She had that switch, and she would whoop so fast. You understand?
Show me how would she whoop you?
She would twist my dress, and boy, she'd get it real fast. Whoop me real fast. Uh-huh.
So sting you.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And when I go to look at my leg, she said, "Don't be looking at them. You asked for it." But she would go, when I would be doing something I wasn't supposed to do. She said, "Okay, you got it coming."
And you knew it.
And she let it pile up to 3 days. She said, "I'm gonna catch up with you, I'm gonna get you." And that tone of voice. She never was, you know, some parents loud, mother loud and holler at you. I never did get no hollering by my mother and father. Either my brothers and sisters, the older one.
You sound like you were a good girl.
I want a good girl. I told you they kind of was a little leaning on me. I don't know whether I was ugly or pretty.
Yeah, you were pretty.
Why they let me get away with so much?
You know, there's one like you in every big family, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Every big family. And Mom, I wait.
Go ahead.
I wait till you ask the questions.
Oh,
Okay, I don't want to get in.
Tell me, what's your mother's name, man? What's the story about your mother's side of the family? What's her name, and tell me a little story about her side of the family.
Okay, my mother was named Willie Ann Rooks. And her father was named William Rooks. And I didn't grow up too much around my mother's peoples.
But you have some historical documents.
Of them. So I met them in the later years. And then we started to socialize together and loved every bit of it.
So you consider yourself close to the Rook side of the family too, huh?
Yeah. As I learned to know them, I love them just like I did the Goolsbys. Just fell right in love with them.
Now, how far back the Rook side of the family trace their name? How far back?
I think it's the 7th generation.
Really? Started from where? Where did it begin?
When he got off the boat, the paper in the house there, the year and everything.
This is a boat from Africa.
Oh my goodness. And they say, they was. I don't want to get mixed up.
Yeah, that's all right. Let's go back to what you do know about Georgia. You know, Cora says she picked cotton. Did you do the same thing too?
I picked cotton a little bit, but not too much.
What kind of chores did you usually do? If you weren't picking cotton, did you do?
I would take water to the field, and I would be scared.
Why is that?
Them worms and things. I was scared of worms, dogs, mules, horses, cows. I was just afraid of scary person out there in the country. And when I was young, they said young people don't pray. I prayed a lot.
Did you pray Baptist? Did you pray Methodist?
I didn't know nothing but Baptist, so I had to pray Baptist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So when you found out you were going to Columbus, coming up here to Columbus, how old were you?
16.
How did you feel when you said, yeah, you're going? Somebody said you want to come up to Columbus. How did you feel about that?
No, my daddy came up here and stayed a couple weeks with Buddy. Okay, so I guess him and Marie and Buddy and them talked about it when he was here, and I guess they needed somebody to take care of the kids while they worked. So it wasn't for me to say, you know, they said he needed somebody to take care of the kids, and so that's how I got here.
And how many kids did you have to take care of?
Started from Bragg, but the rest of them, you know, the one was in school. Yes, I guess Bragg was about the youngest one then, because Raymond and Jim and them, they was there too. But I guess I watched over them too a little bit.
Especially had to watch over Uncle Raymond, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
My mom used to tell me stories that she had to bail him out of fights. He started fights, but she had to bail him out.
Yeah, that's where I used to do Cora at school. Cora wouldn't fight.
But she'd start him?
Yeah. and her friends wanted to peck on her, you know. I'd take her for her and beat them up. And then you know what she'd do? She'd go home and tell it, and I'd get a whoop. Because, you know, fighting at school, Mom didn't allow that.
How far did you go in school?
8th grade. 10th.
And then you came up to Columbus and then you didn't go to school?
I should have finished, but I didn't.
But you know, there's other ways to get smart, and you got it. But I think you lived an exemplary life, you know. You like an aunt supposed to be to me.
Oh, thank you.
You know, if I had to, you know, write a book about an aunt, put a picture up there, you'd have to be, okay, Aunt Lurlena.
Oh, okay.
And then I could say why and listen.
Thank you.
Quite a few things there.
Okay. And in the meantime, I'll add this. My mother was a loving mother. And Bert and we all lived together. And it always was room for one more. And she told us how to love and not to fight. And if we said something to someone, hurt their feelings, have a conscience, we'll go back and beg those people's partner. And that's the only way, then come back and ask God for forgiveness. So I love her for that. And we used to have a revival meeting around the fireplace in the winter. And Mom and Dad used to sing, Hush Rolling, Taking My Mother Away. If you miss me crying, you can't find me nowhere, come on up in God's kingdom, I'll be up there. And my mother used to get so happy, and she'd be in the chair. And boy, Tyrone, she'd be shouting away in the chair. And poor me, I was small, I didn't know no better. I said, boy, don't like a song or do all that, make you do all that, but she was happy. See, I was young and didn't know what it was all about. I said, don't like a song or make you do all that. But thank God I found out. I might not be where I want to be, but thank God I ain't what I used to be.
Yep.
Right.
Oh, hey, lovely. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I hope it turned out right for you.
Yeah. You know, you gave me some information, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, this will be passed on. So
Yeah.
that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Because Mom had, 4 sisters. 4 sisters. I
You
think.
remember, so those are your aunts. Remember their names?
Yeah. Aunt Leslie, Aunt Hattie, and Aunt Ada. And you taking Aunt Ada's picture.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Good. Gracious. You got the mother load of pictures here, don't you?
Remember I told you about that
Which one?
cooking that barbecue?
Good. Gracious.
There's enough light?
Yeah, got plenty. Whew.
Okay, I spread these out for you.
Good, Gracious. You got a whole lot of here. There's a lot of family memory here, isn't it?
And let's skip why.
With Marcia? Oops, sorry I said that.
Here. I just had her. The kid's mother.
These are the ones I remember.
I just had it, Tyrone. There she is.
Oh, hold it right there. That's from a long time ago, isn't it? Yeah, I remember her.
Had all my sisters and brothers on there. See them with a piece of white paper?
What is it? What are those?
The names of all my brothers, sisters and brothers.
Now go through how many sisters and brothers you got again?
11. I mean, I had. Okay. Want me to count them? Okay. I had 4. Aaron, Eli, Charles, and Johnny. How many? That's 4, 5, 4.
4.
4 brothers. Okay, Lillian, Laddie, Rosie, Cora, Lorraine. Had 5 sisters.
So that's 9.
And little Ellen.
Now
Wait, I'm missing one somewhere. You give me all greasy.
That's you? That's you? You look beautiful. All right, what else?
They all us. Here ain't Cora. I guess she's about 21. Here your granddad and Jimbo.
Hold on a second. That's... Oh my goodness. I think I've seen that one before. Yeah.
Here David, that's before he got sick. That's Skipper baby.
Okay.
Now that's history. Now you want to take these, right?
Yeah. Who's this?
That's Dave when he was 23 in service.
Look at him. Yeah, he Mr. Cool there. Did you know him then?
No. I met him in 46.
46, where, up here?
Yeah, when he... Oh!
Yeah, I'm rolling now. When'd you meet Uncle Dave?
In 46 when he come out of service.
Don't be so nervous.
You do it.
Yeah, so far. Yeah.
Okay.
What's this?
See here? All this. Let's tell you the history of the rooks. Oh!
No, that's all right.
All of them running together.
Good.
Time. Oh, okay. Give me a call back. Oh, well, you don't know. 1 o'clock.
Today, while she feeling good.
When you get there, I'm going to show you. Cause the thing in there. Okay, now this is Granny.
Go ahead.
This is Granddaddy. This is Dad's nephew, Willie White. And that's I know his mother. That's all I know on Dad's side. Aunt Maddie and him. Him and Eli used to run around together.
This is his who? Great nephew?
This is Dad's sister's boy, Aunt Maddie.
Giles' sister's boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
My dad, Giles Goolsby.
Okay. Who? Okay.
Can you see it like that?
No, you had it good.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Hold it right there. What's her name again?
Willie Ann Brooks. Your great grandma.
What is this? No.
This is when Mom's daddy came here from Africa. I mean, from the slaves, brought him over here.
Mm-hmm. This is like the ship manifest or something?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Where's his name?
Right here. William. What's it, William? I guess Granddad's name that, and these the children.
What's his name? William?
Mm-hmm. William Rooks.
Get out of here.
I guess, do you see the name?
Prince Rooks.
Well, see, you know how they name the family?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like Little Lady, named after my sister.
Mm-hmm.
Rosa, Eli's daughter, named after my sister.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so the
that's
names...
where that went. They had 8 children, and it said the wife's name was never known.
It's over. Slavery was over by 1870.
Is that in your way?
No,
Yeah, that's when they brought him to Georgia. 1870, when sometime. Because some be on the back of some of them back there. See if you get both pictures, I ain't bad in there. I tell you. Granddaddy had 3 or 4 brothers. You see what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. So that way that stuff gets scattered. Mm. I'm trying to think, did I ever have a picture of you? Vaughn lost. Okay. I was telling you, let me get out your way. Yeah, my granddad on my mom's side lived in 106. Hello. Yeah. Okay, how are you? Hit my I've taken the rolls out of my hair, messing in a hurry, and my finger hit me in the eye, and scratched it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, scratched it. Yeah. So what are you doing right now? Mm-hmm. Well, I appreciate that. All righty. Okay, and thanks so much for calling. Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know how many.
Now Lydia had 22 kids,
Mm-hmm.
and some of them were John Rooks and some of them were William Rooks.
2 of them are William Rook.
And that's your grandfather.
Yeah.
William Rooks was your grandfather, right?
Yeah.
And now, but her other kids, she had by other
People that I don't know who they were.
Okay.
They were doing it back then. Oh boy, they were doing it back then. That time. Ain't that something? Mm-hmm. Okay, now your sister lost Since 18... Oh,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
what, Bone?
Mm-hmm.
1829?
Yeah, I took that one.
Okay, now, your sister lost my main one.
Who's Laverne?
Yeah,
Oh,
because I
no.
let her have it one time.
Oh, no.
And just tell you how many of them live. Granddad lived. My mother's dad lived to get 106.
So we got
And said some of the rooks
Mm-hmm.
probably lived more than that. And he was on this back of this paper. And Vaughn lost it.
Oh, my goodness. Ugh.
So I've been trying to get it from still 22. You just got that. That's the same.
No, it is. Okay.
Oprah in Monticello. Excuse me, baby.
Good night, up.